Yes, Eddie, that's a bit of a fair conclusion. Janine V qualifying with a 16.614, Janine M with a 16.793, so less than 2/10 of a second separating these two women in qualifying. This is 3 laps, not 2 laps, so it's a different race. A very different race to the qualifying rounds. We'll see how this one pans out.
Different by 1 lap.
But that's 307 laps on this, 307 metres on this track, and that's quite a long way, Eddie. I'm sure you'd agree. I don't want to do 300 metres at full speed. I'm sure you never wanted to either.
I don't want to ride around the track much at all. It's too hard, much hard work.
Well, next time we're trying to smoke Eddie out of retirement, he's going to come around here and ride in his ice hockey gear. And he's going to wield a stick and a set of shoulder pads. At the moment, nothing much happening for the first lap. The two girls just feeling each other out. That sounds wrong. But you all know what I mean. I'm talking about bike racing. Just getting a bit of a sense for where they are on the track. Who's going to make which moves and when.
We like to promote a family-friendly event down here on a Sunday. As we can see, both girls still just eyeing each other off. 3 laps changes things to keep things a little bit more on the tactical side. 2 laps to go. Our lovely Marshall down there doing a great and stellar job.
You can see coming around here for a lot of the D-grade riders, the skills of track sprinting is very much in the process of learning. One of the important skills is being able to ride a lap without looking where you're going. And a rider in the rear position can often take advantage of an inexperienced rider who turns their head away to jump them by surprise. But that doesn't always work, because in higher grade, sometimes a more astute rider can use that as a bit of a dummy and provoke the other rider into a move by turning their head forward. Eddie, I'm sure you would have done that on more than one occasion.
I'm sure I've not looked where I'm going many a time, sometimes actually without planning on doing that, and probably been called up for it as well.
I'm sure the commissaire's never had anything bad to say at all about your riding, Eddie. But penalty box minutes in ice hockey do translate fairly well to velodromes.
I must say I've never ever been called up by a commissaire.
We have a move now. Janine M making a move underneath Janine V, otherwise known as Janine. And with a lap to go, it's a good move, but Janine straight on at Janine's well, and doesn't that sound good?
Now Janine, sitting pretty in pink behind, is coming around the outside. It's a long way from there, but we have a drag race. They both kick down the back straight. I'm pretty sure Janine's got it.
That's a bit of a foregone conclusion, and we're going to run out of using that joke fairly soonly, but Janine V has shot away fairly clearly from Janine Muir, Janine Muir made the move, but Janine took advantage of extra speed down the back straight. Janine wins the CAD helmet with the blue and white jersey. I can't see her bike from here. These two both members of what they call Team Splat, and hopefully we've seen no splatting so far today. But Dave up to his usual tricks of making that very early move. If Sally's awake to it and gets on his wheels, he'll get a tow for 2.5 laps. But Dave's established a gap.
I think Dave thinks this is the pursuit. 3 laps, it's a long way to go, and he's staying high in the bends. I think he wants an extra workout, because that's a long way to go from there. Still 2 laps to go. He may tire, he may not.
Well, Dave, Eddie, that puts paid to your theory of both riders having to ride the same distance, because of course actually they don't. If one goes high, then they go about an extra 5 to 10 metres. But we'll punch up afterwards, it's all good.
Very true, the black line is the fastest way around the track in distance. Shortest, fastest. I have a microphone. Now we see here we're coming up to the bell. The bell's being run, it's still a lap to go. Keeping it low in those turns, just like Daytona.
Dave's finally worked out that he's actually allowed into the lane, and he's now shortened the distance he has to travel. Sally's still chasing, she hasn't given up. But at this point it's put down your glasses, and Dave Thomas is going to win D-grade fairly easily in the end. Well, I wouldn't say that's the easiest way to do it, but certainly by a big margin.
That's a strong ride from there. When you're in that position chasing, you just hope for a mechanical, a puncher, strike of lightning, something, because